Hello, my name is Stacy, and today we're going to check out Mirrorlab. Alright, so a couple weeks we've had a lot of rain, and these massive mushrooms have popped up all over the trees in my yard. So they're just really cool looking, and Mirrorlab has some really great features. You can go in and, color these however you want to. I really like this bright pink color right here, and then you can even do the vignetting, which will make the outside a little darker, like that, kind of like that. And then if you want to save it, you just hit that little check mark up in the right hand corner. And one of my favorite tools is the alchemy tool. And you can go over here to pixel sort or pixel interpolate, and you can change the angle whichever direction you want, or the intensity. You can go really intense and it'll just completely take it out, or you can just do a little bit like that. Save it. And my favorite features are over here. The fractal pinch, I'd have to say, is one that I get the most likes on. Anytime I post fractals, I get a lot of likes on the fractals, and well, they just look so cool. So let's just take a look at some of these and see what they look like. Alright. The rainy day is really pretty. You can zoom in or zoom out, and the farther you zoom in or out, the closer it looks, but it does blur the background a little bit, and as you can see, the amount of detail, it's going to take longer to load, but I really like that. So let's save that, and then I usually go over there to the little magic wand tool first, and then I'll do like a kaleidoscope. So let's go ahead and let's make a video, or a little GIF, an animation. We'll call it an animation. So how do you do an animation? Well, first you want to find the same, whatever you choose. If you choose kaleidoscope or if you choose a fractal, then this is like a fractal. Mandelbrot, Julia, fractal, quadratic. Okay, whichever one you choose, you want to make sure that you stay within that section for the entire animation that you're making, because if not, it's not going to be able to go to the next screen. It's not going to be able to integrate the video. So what you do is, once you've chose whichever one, we'll try quadratic 2. I really like this one. See how it kind of moves like a fractal. Alright, so then you just hit the bookmark at the top, and then as you can see, it says bookmark added, and then you just move it a little bit. I usually go very close to the center, and I just take my finger and drag it across the screen just a tiny bit, and then I hit a bookmark. Okay, so I'm epileptic, so I try to just drag it very little bit at a time, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to look at it, because the faster it goes, the harder it is for me to look at it as someone who's epileptic. And if you're an artist, you might want to keep that in mind, that if you go really fast, you might be cutting out some of your audience, because not everyone can look straight at it when it's flashing. So we just bookmark another one, and then we move it along, and then we bookmark it again, and then you can go from the bottom to the top, and it'll, you know, go in a different direction. You can go from the bottom left to the top, and it's going to pull it in a different direction, and you can get some of those different colors. Now if I've gone like 3 times, you know, it's going to go a lot faster. So I pulled on the screen 3 times, and then I hit the bookmark. Now in that section, it's going to go twice as fast as if I had just, you know, scrolled once and then wait. And I always try to make sure I wait until it's completely loaded before I hit the bookmark. Otherwise, it can cause it to be a little fuzzy. So then you just go over to video, and you always want to check and make sure all your frames are the same. Sometimes the first one will pick up the previous animation. If you didn't make an animation, if you didn't finish your last animation, it might pick it up. So go ahead and check every single one of them and make sure they're all there. And then the easing is how fast or slow you want it to go. I like to go about there, and then you can choose for it to loop back or not. I like it to loop. It does go a little bit faster at the end that way, and then of course you can change the file name, which I'm not going to, but the resolution I usually, you know, leave it the same, but sometimes I'll make it a little faster. And then on the duration, you know, however many frames you made, and I think we had about 11, you know, you want to go a couple more if you want it to go kind of slow so you can see the details. If you want it to go really fast, then you're going to go down here like half as many as you have frames. If you want it to be even slower than that, then you can go double as many. You know, then it'll go really slow, but it's also going to take a long time. So we're just going to go with like 9 or 10, so it doesn't take too long. And then you hit create, and then it will render the video. And you know, the best part about this is you can watch it rendering, and then you can kind of see just exactly what it's doing. And it's a lot slower than it's actually going to be whenever you watch the video in the end. So if you're thinking, gee, I don't want it to be that slow, don't worry. It's not actually going to be that slow. Alright, and that's going pretty fast, 50% already, and it's only been about a minute. So the Mirrorlab app is really great for animations, like maybe if you're trying to make an animation for a background video, or just a lot of my Instagram followers really love these animations, and I have a lot of flowers and a lot of growth on my property that I love putting through Mirrorlab. Just turns out so beautiful. And unfortunately you really cannot see. Let me pull it up for you so you can see it. Alright, and just one moment. So it usually populates right there at the top, and then you can view it before you post it, and just make sure that you really like how it came out. Alright, so it's looping, and then now it's reversing. See how it goes a little bit faster? Although it doesn't look at all like a mushroom, I think it looks pretty cool. So it's 13 seconds long. Alright, well, it has been nice showing you all how to do this. I I attempted this quite a few times to put on Instagram, but it's just really hard to do this video in 1 minute. So I'll be posting this to YouTube with a link on my Instagram page for all my followers. But I think that looks pretty gnarly. Alright, and you all have a wonderful day. And if you can think of any other videos that you'd like me to show you, just let me know.